Hello everybody and welcome to the first video for the 7 scale sequences for percussionists. You will need your worksheet and a pencil and prior knowledge on what a whole step, half step is, where the notes are on the keyboard, and in harmonics. So here we go, our first line. We're going to go a half step down. Our starting note is C sharp or D flat, and a half step down, write it in right now, should be a C. Alright, we're going to go directly to the right. It says half step up. Your starting note is an E, and so the note that you should write in is F. The next one, it says a whole step down. Our starting note is D, so a half step down would be C sharp or D flat, and then we need to go one more half step down, and that takes you to C. So the note you should write in is C. So we move a whole step up. We're on G sharp or A flat. You're going to go through A and keep going up a half step. That takes you to A sharp or B flat, and that's the last one on the line. Double check them all. The first one is C, and then F, and then C, and then A sharp, B flat. Moving on to the next line down, our starting note is a C, and it says to go a half step down, so we need to go left on the keyboard or down in pitch, and that takes us to B. On the next one, we're going to go a half step up or a half step up in pitch, and that goes from A sharp or B flat to B. So B is our half step up from that note. A whole step down, we're starting on G sharp, A flat, and that's going to take us down to G, and then another half step down, and that is F sharp or G flat. The last one we're going to do is a whole step up, and our first note is B, so we need to go a half step up to C, and then a half step up again, and that takes us to C sharp or D flat. So your first one is B, second one is B, third one is F sharp, G flat, last one is C sharp, D flat. Make sure you check your answers. Alright, on the third line it says a half step down. Our starting note is B. So what is a half step down from B? It's B flat or A sharp. B flat or A sharp, those are in harmonics. And then we're going from D sharp, E flat, and we're going one half step up. That takes us to E. So you should write in E. Then we're going a whole step down. We're starting on C sharp, D flat. It goes down to C, and a half step down to neighbor note B. So a whole step down from C sharp is B. Now we're going a whole step up from a low C, so that's going to take us a half step up to C sharp, D flat, and then one more half step up, and that final note is D. So our first one is A sharp, B flat, our half step up is E, whole step down is B, and a whole step up is D. Alright, we're going to move a little bit faster through these last two lines. We're going to keep the same structure. A half step down from A is A flat or G sharp. Then we're going to go a half step up. Our starting note is C, and so it's going to take us to the end harmonics up there, and it's C sharp or D flat. Starting note is F sharp or G flat. We're going to go down a whole step, so you got to go down a half step and then down another half step, and that note is E. And now we're going to go a whole step up. You can draw your arrows in, keep drawing them. Fill out this worksheet exactly as you see it, and it's going to get way easier. That one is A. So a whole step up is A. Alright, check your answers. Let's get on to that last line. A half step down from F, it's a neighbor note, it's E. A half step up from B, it's a neighbor note, so there is no enharmonic in between B and C. Whole step down, we're going to go from C to B, and then from B another half step down, that's B flat or A sharp. And then for the last one, you're starting on E flat and you're going up one whole step, so you go from E flat to E, and then up E to F, that's your neighbor note. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have many more to come on when we build tetrachords. We're going to build scales, and these are going to be the basic foundation for it. Do this as many times as you want. See how fast you can do it. I wish you all the best in your musical journey, and I'll see you on the next video.